Hello.
Hi.
Y'all wanted me to talk about my girlfriend, and what better way to do that than with my girlfriend?
Hey.
So, let's start at the beginning. How did the beginning start? Uh, 10 years ago, we met on Facebook, probably. I'm not really sure because we don't, either one of us remember. Do you remember?
Yeah,
It was Facebook.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, yeah, it gotta be. That's about the only thing we was on. But,
We was
and
on the
then,
phone a lot too back then.
yeah, our first memory of talking or anything was on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Hmm? Uh, we uh, we talked on the phone a lot. Look at that, I'm bleeding.
Oh,
Huh?
I think that's barbecue sauce.
It could be barbecue. Barbecue. Where does barbecue sauce come from?
We had barbecue chicken earlier, remember?
Oh yeah, we had chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, then that must be that too. Yeah.
Yep, that's what
Anyway,
it
it was chicken. Uh,
was. It was good too.
yeah.
Hickory brown
Hickory
sugar.
brown sugar, sweet baby rays.
Mhm.
We talked on the phone a lot, and Facebook and everything, and
And your brother.
and then yeah, and then my brother got killed in a car wreck, and so I had to come down here. I was living in Illinois, and I had to come down here uh, for the funeral and everything, and everything like that. Anyway, she come down here too to be with me,
Yeah.
moral support type thing, and so we hung out for like a week,
Yeah.
about 7 days. We was hang out, and then she took me home. But we did a bunch of stuff while she was here. Of course, we did the funeral thing, but also we went to Tupelo and did some sightseeing and things. Went over to the Elvis birthplace and things, and we ate ice cream at Johnny's. Uh, that's one of Elvis's old haunts. And then, but anyway, she took me home, and we just stayed friends. All these years, off and on, we talked about. Well, there for a while, we was talking about once a week on the phone, but it evolved into like maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah.
That we would talk for 2 or 3 hours on the phone.
Yeah, we always talked a long time.
Yeah, we would talk for several hours when we did talk. And then that went on for 7 years, like that. And we both went through several relationships in that time. And none of them ever really worked out. And most of y'all know about all my relationships because, I run my mouth a lot. But anyway, they didn't. None of them work out. And then 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago, thereabouts, it was before the New Year.
Right. Yeah, it started.
It's
in
around
December.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Around Christmas time, we was talking on the phone, and we had started doing a video chat thing on a messenger, and so we was just talking and having a good time, giggling and going on about things, and something just all of a sudden come over me, and at the same kind of time, something just come over her, to where our friendship just it exploded. It blossomed into more than friendship.
Yeah.
And we said something about it. Seemed like we said we need to talk more than just once a month or whatever. And so we talked the next night, same way for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, that first week we talked 4 times that week.
Yeah, the first week it was 4 times that week, and it was like for 2 or 3 hours at a time.
Yeah, on video.
on
chat.
video chat. Yeah, so it was like it was getting hot, you know. And so I'm like, are you feeling what I'm feeling? And she's like, yeah, I feel what you know. And so we're like, well, I guess this is what's going to be, you know, because we didn't really have a choice. The way I felt about it. Is that what you felt about it?
Yeah, it was divine. Definitely feel like it was some sort of like divine intervention or something. We just both, God definitely had a part in bringing us together and, you know, progressing our relationship into something more. And we're both really happy, and I feel so blessed.
Yeah. Yeah, blessed is a good word for the way we are. I'm blessed, and I feel like sometimes she's cursed with me, but I'm definitely blessed with her. But it's like we don't have a choice in this. This is what God said for us to do, kind of thing. This is what we feel has happened. And so New Year's thereabouts, I was like, she went out to a party of some kind, and I was sitting here at the house. You know, I didn't have anything to do, so I was sitting here, and I was like, I'm worried about her, you know. And so she sent me a message. We talked on the messenger right before you went to the party,
Yeah.
and then after when you got home too.
Yeah, you told me to.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let me know when you get home where I won't worry, you know. And that's sort of been like that ever since.
Yep.
And so we just got hotter and heavier and hotter and heavier and everything. And then finally I went up there on February
First.
1st of this year. I went up there and stayed for 5 days. And we just got even more close together. It was like what we had to find out how we would feel once we got together again, you know, in person. Besides just on the phone, we needed to know, and so now we know. And so after 5 days, I came home, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done, is to drive away from there because I wanted to stay. But I had so much stuff back here. I got, you know, Susie's here and family, and I got, you know, militia and everything that I got everything that I'm living with here, you know, and so for 3 weeks and 3 days we was apart, and it like killed us both, you know. Even though we was on the phone every day for hours and hours and hours. And so, but so finally, on was that the 3rd or the 2nd?
Second.
March 2nd.
Last Saturday.
On a Saturday, yeah. She was gonna come down here, so she came down here on that Saturday, and I went up to meet her halfway, and where she could follow me back, you know, because we had a lot of stuff we needed to do on the way back here. So we went to an anniversary party for some lovely friends and family. And so that was profound because I feel like grew closer during that few hours. What was it there, about an hour and a half, 2 hours there? And I feel like we blossomed even more because of the music. The music was amazing there. Anyway, and we saw their love. It's 50 years they've been married, and they was renewing their vows, and it blew us away. Anyway, it was beautiful. And so anyway, then we come on down here, and we've been together ever since, just doing everything.
Yep, we're stuck like glue.
Stuck like glue, yeah. And so, yeah, it's we've been shopping. We went mud riding, or you know, a little bit of mud riding, because I don't have like ground gripe tires. I don't have good. I got street tires on my 4x4, and so we could only get a little bit of mud. But one of these days I'll get some good tires, and we sure enough we're gonna get into some gumbo mud, you know, some swamp.
He gave me a taste of it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm 48 years old and never been mudding before. It was so awesome.
Yeah. You should have heard her hollering. She's just, wee, and all this kind of stuff. It was something else. I laughing my butt off. But it was fun. And then we went to see Daddy's grave over there. And that was powerful for me because I only been one other time to see it. And I went with Terry, my brother Terry, on a Father's Day over there one time. And this would be the second time I went over there, and I went with her, and because Daddy loved her. When she was down 7.5 years ago, Daddy just, he loved her. And Mama did too. Mama just, all my family's just been saying, go get that girl, go get that girl, go over and over. That's all they ever told me, Every time I'd show up with some hussy, they was like, listen, you're doing wrong. Go get that girl. And they was talking about her. And so
They weren't the one for you.
Yeah, they was like, you don't need to be with this hoochie.
And the guys that I dated and stuff, they weren't right for me either.
And everybody knew it. It's
Right.
seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everybody except us knew it,
Mhm.
But yeah, we've got plans, and she's gonna be here for another week and a half or so thereabouts. And we've got plans to do a lot of other stuff. We're going to go see Luke's grave. And, of course, half of Mama is over. Mama got cremated. And so I've got half of her ashes here. And then half of them I put with Luke over there in his grave. I dug a little hole there beside him and put her there, part of her there with him. So we're going to go over there and pay our respects over there. And we're going to do that probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And but we've got a lot of plans. We're going to hang out with some really groovy people this Saturday. And we're going to, if the weather holds, we're going to do like some bonfire stuff and some cooking and stuff. And if not, we're going to go in the house and do some groovy stuff in there. And some cooking and eating stuff. And that's going to be awesome. I think that's going to be awesome because she's never met them in real life. And so she's only seen them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And probably 2 of them is watching right now. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's, and then we got a whole week of just cool things that we're just going to try to do, and then spend like really intimate, like one-on-one time to where we know what we know. And so things are falling in line. I mean, nothing has went bad since she's been here. Nothing went bad while I was there. It just seemed to grow, and we got tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, y'all wanted to know about my girlfriend, and so yeah, there she is.
Hi.
There.
Thanks
Okay.
for listening, and thanks for being friends with Matt. And he's, like I said, I feel very blessed. He's a great guy and a really good man. And I'm gonna love him forever. So.
Awesome. All right, I'll give you the money that I promised you for that later on. But yeah, we'll see y'all later, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more of these double things with both of us on there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe next time we won't run your ear off with a long 14-minute deal. But anyway, don't forget that I love you, and I do anything for y'all. And y'all got any questions? Just there's a thing right. Everybody does this. Go down there and subscribe and hit the little bell. Anyway, but y'all don't have to do none of that if you don't want to. I don't care. And it ain't making me no money because I ain't getting no money out of this deal. But a lot of people are, but not me. But anyway, y'all holler at us. Y'all got my number. Bye.